What's poppin' people? It's Isaac here back again with a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be giving 5 reasons on why Off-White's hype is justified as a brand. For our first point in this discussion, we're going to be talking about how long it has taken Off-White to get to the position that they are in the streetwear community. If we take 2 of the most hype brands in the world, which are Supreme and Bape, which were established in 1994 and 1993, we can see that it has taken them 14 and 15 years to reach this level of hype that they are at now. Off-White was established in 2012, so what they have achieved in 7 years, it took Bape and Supreme almost double that to get to that position. So I have nothing but respect and props for Virgil and Off-White and everyone on that team. Keep it up, and we're gonna move into the next point. Our second point for this discussion is the originality and the creativity of designer Virgil Abloh. I know a lot of people can think that Off-White is like not cool because they have like an industrial belt as one of their things. Let me tell you something. If you take a look at other brands like Supreme and like all the other hype brands like that, they have like basic ass stuff like with their print, which is original in one aspect, but they just keep reusing the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Now Off-White has like something that was so new and so original that's never been played on before, adding this industrial look to clothes. Like you can really see it with like the stripes and all that. It's just like a super cool industrial look, and it's way more original, and it's just a nice little flavor to add into the streetwear community to differentiate between other brands. Due to the fact that their designs are so original, I think that is a good justification to say that the hype that they have right now is very well deserved, because originality is the most important thing in any type of creative field. So with that being said, we're going to move into our third reason. My third point for this discussion is that Off-White has managed to get to this level of hype with almost no collaborations. Now the only collaboration that Off-White has had recently is their collaboration with Nike for the 10 collection that is like at the 456,000 now with all the shoes that they have. But if you take a look at other brands like Kith, Supreme, even Bape, you can see that they collab with a ton of brands using their fan base to rely on that to gain more hype towards them, while Off-White only really has their one collaboration with Nike and still has that level of hype that they're at. Time to move into number 4. Our fourth point is a little bit similar to our third point, talking about the designs, but not in originality way, more about the fact that you can really tell that the designers over at Off-White have more of an artistic approach to the way that they design their clothes rather than like a streetwear fashion brand. If you take a look at a piece like this, you can see more of like an artistic perspective that someone really took time to like make this and really just think it out and put it onto this and make it look perfect, versus something like from Supreme, like this casino jacket right here that someone was just like,
oh my god, we need something, let's just throw casino chips all over it and it'll look good and it'll sell out because we're Supreme.
Now you can really tell that in a design more like this with like the clouds and the boats and everything, just it looks so nice, like a nice little collage that you would find in like a beach house almost. I just think it's really dope, and it's just like a lot more artistically driven, which is how a streetwear brand should be. That's my fourth reason, and now we're gonna move into the final reason. To wrap this discussion all up at number 5, we have that they have Virgil Abloh as their creative director. Now Virgil Abloh is an absolute revolutionary person. I honestly think he is the fashion equivalent to Elon Musk. Now you can take a look at what Elon Musk does in Tesla, that it's very unique compared to what other cars are. I mean, he makes electric cars in such a totally different way. They're just so revolutionary. I think that's how Virgil is in the sense of the fashion community. Now I'm just gonna throw up a couple of clips from his interviews just to show you guys what I'm talking about.
I see the term streetwear as more of a catchphrase to define a way of making than, you know, what people might determine it as like a style of clothing. In my eyes, it's an art movement, less a fashion trend.
It's this idea that if it's been done before, you want it sort of refreshed just enough for it to be engaging, to recognize it. It's only better if this sort of community of streetwear actually grows and is a foundation. As you said, like, you know, like hypebeast comments themselves are interesting. That sort of like culture, you know, it's a community, and I'm interested in that. One of the main motivations is that, you know, I'm an optimist. you know, I'm into humanity more than like the cool sneakers or something. But design has that ability to transform and use both those tools. You know, my project embedded, like I would say at the core, is like humanity and education. Like we can use design, we can use trends, we can use brands, we can use good ideas to sort of share information.
In those clips, you can see that he genuinely has a passion for this aspect of fashion. To him, it isn't just fashion, it's a movement, it's an art culture, and that's what I really believe in streetwear. I believe fashion is more of an expressionism rather than like hype and your aesthetic of your outfit. I believe it's all about how you feel, expressing that into the way that you dress, and that's how I dress. I dress based on what I like, not based on what's cool. Other than that, Virgil is literally a creative genius. Not only is he the executive designer for Off-White, he is also the executive director for Louis Vuitton, and he's also a DJ who's done sets with the likes of Travis Scott, and he's also a very well-known architect. I'll throw up a couple of pieces of his work right here. Now, he's just all over a creative genius, and that's why I really respect him, and I really think that Off-White deserves the hype around their name, because they have someone that not only looks at it as a business, but also as an art movement to help move it forward in the forms of culture, because that is really how this keeps moving, is because of the people integrated in the culture. Also, I really like how he's trying to take streetwear and integrate it into higher end fashion and make it more of a mainstream thing, not only just like this little community of people. He's literally trying to take what we love and just spread it out into mainstream fashion, and I think that's just absolutely dope. No one else is really trying to do that, and that's why Off-White is just buzzing right now, because he is a visionary for this. The final aspect of Virgil being their designer that really makes them pop out over other brands is that he really has a good understanding of marketing, and he does a very good job of branding Off-White to be this thing that everyone needs to have, because as a business person, that is very important. If you make your people feel like you need your product, then it will sell out. He literally started by taking Walmart flannels and adding stripes with Off-White, and then they sold for $300. Now that is the serious power of marketing and branding, and that's what Virgil does best, and that's why Off-White has really just risen to the top of streetwear culture. There you go. Those are my 5 points on why Off-White's hype is justified and they deserve the hype that they have. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, turn on that post notification bell, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video. Peace!